And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing Transport Fever 2. All right, Z is growing really nicely here. We've got a good trend there. And so what I did is I went to the 3 remaining cities, and I set up a nice modern center here. We've got, this took a lot of bulldozing and building, and there's a lot of busy work. So I did all 3 cities, pretty much the same pattern. We've got a cargo one right in the middle there for any and all cargo we want to deliver, and I would like to start getting these up and running. So some of these cities, you know, I had to bulldoze, so we've lost some size in our cities on some of these, some more than others, it looks like. But yeah, we can now basically connect all of these up. So let's first connect Wildman here. I would love to do the hyperspeed tracks, but we'll keep that. We'll keep that for later. So I want to connect Wildman up to Renegade here. So we can pick the very end. Yeah, basically follow that road is all we really need to do. Let's see, get a bird's eye view here. And then we're going to raise up this so we can gracefully go over this line here. Let's see, what... That's 3 million, 7 million, 7 million. Ooh. I like a nice clean. We've got the money, so might as well. A nice clean line. Oh, that kind of makes me nervous going over something like that. All right, so let's pull off from this side now. The very edge. Point it in the right way. And we are tunneling. Let's raise it up a little bit, so we don't have to tunnel as deep. I still like to tunnel through there, keep it nice and even. But yeah, that can bump up a little bit. It's not going to hurt very much. Ooh, getting new stuff all the time now. All right, so I think what I'm going to try to do is pull off this and maybe try to put the building on this side. I'm kind of trying to think ahead to doubling this track, and you know, down the road we're going to have more tracks, so would be nice. Okay, so that connects Renegade and Wildman. So let's get a new line from there to here. And let's do dark yellow. Why not? Okay, so this is Wildman Renegade Pass. Now, for the actual train. Now, these cities are not very big right now, but they are going to get bigger. And we have more than enough profit. So, yeah, I spent 28 million or actually more like 36 million. Building all the things that I built, all the stations, and I had to bulldoze, houses and stuff. So that all cost quite a lot of money. But as you can see, our income, year to year is pretty good. I don't know why we made so much here and not these two, but I'm not gonna fret over it. So, what kind of train? Let's do diesel. Yeah, and we got like a dirty yellow. And wagons. 33 people. Ooh, we could go the sounder. That might be nice. 87. I don't really think we need too much speed here. It's a pretty short run. These basically hold the same number of people, but one is cheaper by almost 100,000. How about this guy? 124. Yeah, let's go Bombardier. 6 should be plenty. That's a $23 million train. Gyauza. There we go. All right, so now that should start getting people going. And I remembered on 2 of the 3 cities, I remembered to upgrade the street out in front. I forgot it on Vejas though, so Vejas has still got a. Yeah. Okay. So now we want to do the same sort of thing over here. Sneak that right in, right beside the street. This is going to be a tough corner, though, because this is facing a different way. So I'm going to have to come up and around. Trying to avoid that forest. Get that in there. All right, where? Oh, good Lord, that is a tunnel? I mean, that does a pretty good job of avoiding the forest, but let's try to bump that up a little bit. I mean, it doesn't make that much of a difference in cost, to be fair. Yeah, that's not a lot of difference. So let's keep it the way that it is. Okay. That was a pretty easy line. Now, all those autosaves seem to be more frequent than I thought they were. All right. Get that in there. And we go on a new line from here to here. And let's do it like a dark cyan. Dark bluish green. All right. So this is Vejas Renegade Pass. Okay. Now, and third up from the bottom. Another $23 million train. So now Renegade here has actually got 2 city connections. So the destinations should start climbing for Vejas here. Yes. They're going to start climbing. The game sort of, it spreads that calculation over many basically simulated days. So it's not going to immediately reflect that. It's gonna take a while. There we go. So that's kind of a longer run. We could have benefited a little bit more from a higher speed train there, but I'm not going to worry too much about it. I mean, we're already traveling way faster than they can drive, so they should start prioritizing. Yeah, they should start prioritizing the train just because it's faster. And we should start seeing almost an immediate bump back up. All right. So it's going to take a few in-game years to actually start making a difference here. I mean, it's going to take a little while for sure. But we're already seeing growth and all that prosperity, all that stuff. We got 9 whole people. It's going to be an empty train, but hey, look at that. We've got 9 people. 10. Ooh, 10. Nice. So obviously we could set up a bus line because this does not reach all the places. But I'd like to give the city some time, you know, to sort of spread its legs a little bit. And this is not going to help, but this has to be done. This just has to be done. Why is that? No. Nope. Not gonna allow that shenanigans. I would rather cut through that than have a double intersection right there. That just is not good practice at all. So let's grab sort of a road here. Really encourage development. I don't know how they're going to want to split that up, but I'll let the city decide that. I just want a nice rounded area that I can then set buses up. So, you know, get some of that done now. Hey, we got 4 people on the maiden voyage here. That's awesome. And then over here, we have 20 whole people. So yeah, I originally was going to build it down here. So we had an underground road there, and I had this all carved out. Then I looked at it, and I'm like, there's nothing down here. Like, why would I build the station there and have to loop basically every line back up around? So I had to bulldoze an immense amount of stuff in here, just crazy amounts, and then we've already almost bounced back to full recovery already, which is awesome. So yeah, we've got some stuff here, and then this is the road that I forgot to upgrade, of course, and I know I'm going to regret that. I just know it. It's going to happen. We have all these residential buildings here that are going to be super awesome, and it's going to be a disaster. As far as cargo in this city here, we're much more poised for goods. But goods are not high on my priority list. Let's see. We've got food. I could send food to Wildman here. He's got quite a bit. And construction. I could send food and construction material to Wildman. Maybe we should do that. Because we have food right here. We could even do that. Oh, let's see. We'll check to see where all this stuff is. Yeah, we could do that with trucks. That would be possible. Construction material, that's going a little further. We might want to use trains for that, although it's really not ideally spaced here. Like, I don't know how we would have to loop out from there and come around and down. It could be done. It could be done, but it would be a little messy. Buildings. Truck unload stop. Pretty much gets all of it, right? Yep. Okay, so what we want to do is take this, and then we're going to anticipate some growth coming out this way. Okay. Get this in here. This up here. And then we are going to have this come down. I don't use trucks very often, but this line seems to seems like it could benefit a little bit. Okay, and then we want to upgrade this. $50 miles an hour. Right? And that's 50. So, large country road. Wow, look at that. Look at that. Oh, not a bridge. Look at that. Oh, a bridge is actually not... It's actually less than that. How is that possible? Okay, so this is fine. And then we need a truck station. Something like this. Okay, this is going to be Wildman food truck. All right, now we want cargo. Let's do this side. Like so. It doesn't need to be symmetrical, although I'm sure if there's anybody out there with issues, symmetrical issues, they might complain. Okay, so the depot back here. All right, now we want a line from here to here. And I usually use green for food. Okay. So that keeps that up nicely. Nice even amount. So this is going to be Wildman food trucks. Like so. And we'll see what happens. So, I mean, there's not a whole lot of food demand right now. 90 food, right? In the grand scheme of things, 90 food, not that big. But it's going to help keep this thing running and demanding more and more and more goods. So it's, in all, every little bit of demand that you can do is a good thing. So, cargo. Should we go full Peterbilt on this? I think we should. There. I don't know which green I used. There we go. I keep hitting the number keys, thinking they're gonna actually change. All right. And we should start seeing consumers, Wildman, there it is. All right, we're starting to get food. Oh, Lord. Manage line. Dose. There we go. I want it on the big side there. Consumers. Yeah, we're starting to see all the things. And you can see this got bumped up. Because it's now seeing this. So 580, 590. Yeah, we're starting to see all those consumers pull in. And these can each hold 25. And we're not even close to that. So we're doing just fine. And they will space themselves out. That's one of the things this game is good at, is it spaces out your supply like that. It does a really good job. Some games that I've played, you know, they claim that that it does, but it's not exactly good. So consumers, we're seeing 93 as a total for Wildman, and Wildman has 93. So that's good. We are able to supply all of the things. So yeah, they don't refactor while they're waiting. See, we almost could use more trains on here. I mean, there's so much wheat here. We need extra bits and bobs here to go. And I could do another set of 3 lines here, which is why I've got so many, you know, each one of these with this short route can have basically 3 trains. 3 trains seems to run it actually really, really well. We have one leaving here, we have one arriving here, and we have one in the middle. So 3 trains seems to be a pretty good set. And this little guy, he is actually not able to keep up with Inominate's food. As you can see, there is twice as much waiting here, over twice as much waiting here as this one train can move. So there is a lot of potential. We could add another train to deliver food up here, because what is our rating at? Well, it's at 70%. It's pretty good, but there's so much food waiting here that it just tells me that we have potential, that we could double that up. Now, did you get any food? You got a little bit. You got a little bit. You got a little bit. And you got none. And you just dropped off. So we should start seeing a little bit of a bump here. Now I could directly connect Wildman up to Vejas here, but if anybody here wants to go up here, they have to use 2 of my lines, and that just is more profit for me. And what are we up to now? Look at that. We've got quite a few people. These trains are most likely not making any money. Yep. But we got, look at that, 83 people coming down. And they're not even hooked up to the highway yet. Like, how about this train? Where is this guy at? There he is. 69 people. That's pretty good. And now that we're delivering food to Wildman, he is going to become a very, very popular commercial destination. And so, yeah, you can follow your charts, and you'll be able to see this bump is mainly due to just connecting them up, right? They got new connections. They can move between cities now. But commercial, since we started supplying that, should really see a bump. Really see a bump. $607, yeah. Each one of those needs to be over 1,000 for it to really do its thing. All right, I want to switch. I want to add, just in case, add this here, because I'm going to bulldoze that. If we're going to add another line in here, we're going to want something. I thought there was a way to duplicate a vehicle like hitting something. I thought there was a way to do it. Ooh. Oh yeah, that's the other thing I was going to do. Set up an airport down here. So, let's see. The highway going to come down here. It's going to come in behind. It's going to scrape by here. It's going to come down here, and it's going to skim this line right down here. It's going to swing back up, come in behind Wildman, behind here, and then join in right in here. So an airport, if we wanted to, an airport would be good right back in here. Cargo airport, passenger airport. Ooh-wee. Hangar, yes. Terminals, 2. Landing direction. Ooh, that is a monster. Landing direction. I've never actually had airports work very well. Let's get it to the side a little bit. Maybe we can bring it out. Okay, landing direction. Left and right. Let's go right. $20 million. Cargo terminal, passenger terminal, hangar. Cargo terminal. Just in case. You never know. Now it's a shame. Miscellaneous. You need a second runway. Runway. You need a second runway. What? I don't know what that is. Taxiway. Oh. Okay. Not a whole lot of options, but whatever. Approach lights. We'll have a second runway. How much was that, by the way? Doesn't even tell me how much that was. Okay, whatever. Those are 100,000 just for the approach lights. Well, that was a thing. All right. Add another passenger station or terminal over here, and it's just a whoa. It's just another way for them to get onto the airport. There we go. Everybody needs to be happy. All right. Well, that's one airport. And I really wish the reach of these was way longer. Like, you can see this airport only comes out, you know, you can see the little highlighting here. This is all the coverage the airport gives. So it's very bizarre. Usually an airport like this would be able to serve a city, you know, of 300 people pretty easily. But we're going to need bus lines in order to make it better. So next time we come back, we'll put another airport down and just start a, you know, an airline. I don't use planes all that often, so I want to get it going and see what we can do. All right, well, that's going to do it for this episode, and I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.